Hi, it's Auntie Art. So I've decided to create this little video blog for all the people out there that were like me when they were younger and never knew what to draw, what to make, and it didn't matter how much I asked the adults, they never had any good ideas. And then when they did have ideas, I couldn't draw the things they wanted me to draw. So I'm going to be here every week. I'm going to help you. You can send in ideas. You can send in things that you'd like me to draw. You can send in things that you're stuck on. You can send me all sorts of questions. Pop them in the comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're stuck on. I'd love to hear from you, and remember to subscribe. Right, so today we've got our little rocks here, and what we're going to do is something that I always used to do again when I was a lot younger, and I've since done with my children. We'll have two children, one we call the little egg and one we call the little mouse. So the mouse and the egg help me with lots of it. They've helped me all set up this. They're very good children. Lots of help, lots of fun, although they do make lots of mess with slime and watch lots of slime videos, and I guess you guys all do that too. So first of all, we've got the rocks, just any old rocks from the garden or places when you go to different places, different people's houses, different parks, pick up some rocks. Make sure they're clean. And then you're just going to need any kind of paint. You can use poster paint. We're going to use acrylic paints today. So you can get these from supermarkets. You can get them from art shops. Pretty much anywhere now. You don't have to spend lots of money. As I say, poster paints are just as good. The best thing to do when painting rocks is to give them a base colour to start with. So white's always a good start. So plenty of paint on there. We'll go with this one. So as you can see, that's covering nicely. And then once we've done this, we're going to need to let it dry. So the reason for painting rocks can be just as a little treasure hunt. So you can leave them lying around in places for other people to find, and then they can take a photo and put them somewhere else. Or you can use them in the garden. You can use them instead of counters. You can use them instead of cards. So today I thought I'd do a couple of examples. We'll do one with some drawing on and some painting. And then I'll show you some that we've done instead of noughts and crosses. You can use rocks, so then you can play noughts and crosses outside. Saves you drawing on pavements, which adults don't tend to like. You can use them when you play pairs, so that's quite fun. You could even paint numbers or paint letters on them, and then you could play hangman. Or you could play, well, you could do sums, couldn't you? You could actually use it instead of paper and do sums in the garden. So there's lots you can do. You can take them to the beach, obviously get a little bit heavy. If you load your bag up too much with lots of rocks, people might think you're a bit strange. So maybe just do it in the garden. So we're going to leave this to dry, and then we're going to go on to the next layer. That's covering quite well. Da, da, da. So the white paint's dried now, so we're going to add some colour. We're going to do blue and green. So like there. I think some people call these smile stones. So they paint them and they leave them in places. Then someone finds them, they take a photo, and then that person hides it again. We call them like treasure stones in our house. So it's like a treasure hunt. So you can see now, it's always good to put that white background on because it just gives the paint something to stick to. I shall show you an example of one that I didn't put white on, and you can see how not to do it because it doesn't work. Look, not very good. So the white is definitely the way forward. It's like a canvas for the next coat of paint. So we'll paint this one blue, the other one green. We'll let that dry, and then we'll do some designs on them. Bish, bash, bosh. The stones are ready. The colour has dried. Got a little bit on the desk there. That's a good thing to point out. Try and use some newspaper or some paper if you're doing this at home, so you don't get paint places you shouldn't. We've gone for green and blue. We've painted several stones, and instead of doing noughts and crosses, we're going to do bumblebees and flowers. So for that, I'll take some pens to draw the outline, and then we'll paint the colour in with paints. Not that colour, that doesn't work. So remember to like and subscribe to the video. I'd also like to see your comments to see what you are actually drawing on your stones at home. Tell me what you'd like to learn to draw, or if you struggle drawing something, pop it in the comments and we can do it on a future video, no problem. So I'm going to attempt now to draw a bumblebee. The little mouse and the little egg, I've been taking the mickey out of my bumblebee because it looks like a raindrop until it has its stripes. Two little eyes, cheeky smile, antenna, wing, and another one. Remember, this is just your outline. We're going to use the poster paints or the acrylics or whatever you're using to fill in the colours afterwards. We'll just put a little line down here so we know where we're going. That's his face or her face. There we go. It's our first bumblebee. What do you think, guys? Pretty cool, hey? Need some eyeballs. You can see where he's going. Lovely. Flower. Move that away. Nice and simple. Circle. Move it so you can see. Round. Round again. And again. One more. One in the gap. Just do some little lines into the petals. Little leaf underneath. Stalk coming out. Oh. Remember, we're going to go over this. I think this paint's still probably a little bit wet. Try the black. The green's always tricky. The blue went on a lot better than the green for some reason. I forgot to mention as well, when you're painting the stones, the bigger brushes work better. Always remember to load the paint on the brush so it doesn't look too streaky. There we go, should we do another little one here. Circle in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dash, 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 little leaf, stalk, some grass. And there we go. So we'll get those coloured in a minute. We'll finish off all the other stones. Little mouse on my right. Can you pass me the bowl? Thank you very much. So next week then, we're going to be making our own stress balls. Found these at our shop. We've actually tried to do these ourselves before. So, I mean, I think these cost, little egg, £3. And as you can see, it's just probably balloon material with some wool on top. And I'm pretty sure I know what's inside them. But we'll cut it open anyway, just to be sure. Hopefully it doesn't go everywhere. Oh! And it did. Fantastic. So, yeah, there's 2 layers. And it looks to be cornflower, flour. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So there we go. When do you do this at home? If you do this at home, try not to make as much mess as me. But yeah, it's definitely 2 layers. That's what gives it its feel. So we'll bear that in mind for next week. I'll show you how to make those for yourself next week. So there we go. Made quite a bit of a mess there. That will come off. It's just flour. Next week we're going to make our own stress balls with balloons and maybe some flour or maybe some corn flour. Maybe we'll try lots of different things and we can work out which works best for us. In the meantime, remember, like, subscribe and comment. stones, once they're all dry and painted, you can put some varnish on them. You can use varnish that you paint, you can use varnish that you spray. It's better to get an adult to help with the spray varnish. And if you haven't got any varnish like that, you can also use PVA glue. Paint it on and it makes them nice and shiny. Okay guys, I shall see you next week.